Okay, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala sayyidil mursaleen. Nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Sallu al Nabi, guys.
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Right, today, as you can see, we have the name of Allah on the board.
Allah.
Yes. What does that say, Muhammad?
Allah.
Right, good. So now we have finished the Prophet's prayer described by
Shaykh Muhammad al-Badr.
Good, Shaykh Muhammad al-Badi. Now we are starting the names and attributes of Allah. And now this will able to tell us who Allah is and what Allah does and what are some of the ways that we can know Allah and some of the things that make Allah so special and so powerful and so amazing and so nice and so gentle and so caring. Can you think of other ways that you can describe Allah?
Great.
So great,
Strong.
so strong. What else do you know about Allah?
Hi.
Allah's got hands, good, but we're not really going to go into all
He
of
said
that.
hi. He said hi.
Oh, hi, sorry, yeah, so hi, good. What else? One more from you, Muhammad. Go on. Can you describe Allah? That He's one. Beautiful, nice one. One more from you, Saleh.
That he
Careful. Yeah, go on.
is
Careful,
the
get back.
most powerful.
The most powerful. I think we kind of got that. Have you got another one?
Have we got another one, Saleh?
Yeah, I know. Have you got another one, Saleh?
No.
Okay, mine's got blank. Right. Which one do you think is the most important one of the names and attributes of Allah?
Allah.
Allah. Excellent.
Allah.
The name Allah itself in the Quran comes. How many times do you think it comes in the Quran?
200.
More than 200, but it does begin with a 2.
2,000.
Good. 2,000.
200.
More than 2,200 times in the Quran. That's the most name of Allah that comes in the Quran is the name itself, Allah.
2020.
2,200. So this now teaches us that this is the most important name of Allah, which is Allah itself. And it is a name that nobody else has or can be called. So now we know why it is so important. Please sit back, please sit back. But the question now is, and the other thing I wanted to mention before I ask this question is that all of the other names and attributes and actions and all of those things about Allah come from this one name, which is Allah. So this is the main name of Allah. So you can think of it like this, like a circle here. This is the main name of Allah, and all of the other names and attributes of Allah come from
This
that main
same
one,
one.
which is Allah.
Same
Good.
one.
What do you mean same one?
The same name
Yeah.
has the same whole meaning, but the others. Wait.
What do you
The
mean?
others
Yeah.
have the same meaning as Allah.
No. Every single name has a different meaning, but all of them describe who Allah is. So Allah is the name of the Lord that we worship.
So
But then He
he's
has
top
names and
of the-
attributes and actions and things that He does, which all describe who Allah is.
So this is a. So these are descriptions.
Exactly. This is the main one, and all of the other ones are descriptions. Good. Well done. Right. Now, now the question I want to ask here now is, what does Allah actually mean?
The one we worship
Good. So the one we worship
alone.
alone. So it's the object of our worship, the thing that we worship alone. But there's two more of the things that we need in the name of Allah, which describe the name of Allah. The thing that we worship alone.
Allah doesn't need anybody.
That's good. Yes, that's part of that bit there. Yes, good. Another thing which is part of the name of Allah is the thing that we love. So inside we think, oh, thank you, Allah. You keep giving us Allah. You're so amazing, Allah. Every day you give us water and drink. Every breath I take, every time my heart beats, every time I blink, all of it is from Allah. Because He's the one who created you. And the other thing is you think how powerful or big.
That's what I said before.
Yeah, but this is part of the name of Allah. How powerful and big Allah is. So now if you look at the sky, look up there, look at that sky. How big is that? Imagine how big Allah is. That's not even an angel. Imagine how big the angels are. Imagine how big Jannah is. And imagine how big and powerful Allah must be. Imagine all of these plants that we're seeing outside, they're coming out from their seeds just because Allah is the one that can do it alone. So when you look at things that Allah has created and things that Allah has made and the way that Allah has His names and His actions, it makes us understand that He is the one that we worship alone. It makes us love Him alone, and it makes us understand how powerful and big Allah actually is and how much we need Him. Do you understand? Now, why is the name of Allah so important in our lives? So we said before that it's the most important name, but why do you think it's the most important? Again, now we have three reasons. Now, these three and these three are going to be connected, and I'm going to show you how in a second.
So they're the same.
But they're not the same. They're not the same. Because this is describing Allah. But this is describing why we need the name of Allah in our lives. Why it's important to us. Why do you think the name of Allah is important to us?
Because
Yes. Why
if
do you think the name of Allah is important to you?
because
Yeah.
if somebody isn't a Muslim
Uh-huh.
and you tell them worship only Allah and you don't know who Allah actually is,
Yeah.
then they say, who is Allah? And they say, you say, I don't know, and then they say so.
But then you can describe Him. But that goes to here. I'm talking about in our daily lives, in our actions. Why is the name of Allah so important? So let me think about it. If I give you a grape, what's the first thing that you do before you eat the grape?
Bismillah.
When you mention the name of Allah, the things that you have gain blessings.
Blessings.
What's blessings, Saleh?
Blessings is reward.
Kind of reward. Blessing is when you have something, a lot of good comes from it. A lot of good comes from it. So now, for example, if you have a car, but the car keeps breaking down, is it blessed? No. But if you have a car, even if it's a really old car, if it's a not new car, but it takes you places, it can take you to the masjid, it can take you to school, sit down, it can take you to different places. I don't think they have. Do they have Victorian cars? I don't think so. But anyway, even if it's an old car, then if it is blessed, then a lot of good things will come out of it. So then when you mention the name of Allah, a lot of good things come out of the thing that you mention the name of Allah from. Okay, another reason why we mention the name of Allah is to get Allah's help. And another way of saying help is assistance. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. So we need Allah's help to make us be good. That's why we should mention the name of Allah a lot. Also, the name of Allah is also a protection. A protection from what?
From the shaitan.
From the shaitan, from bad things that can happen. Maybe not even shaitan, but bad things that can happen in the world. From humans that maybe are shaitans, etc.
Like shaitan's best friend.
Exactly. Right. So now, like I told you before, we have three here and we have three here. These three here tell us who is Allah, and these three tell us how to worship Allah.
You didn't say the whole thing yet.
What do you mean? Oh, sorry. Who is Allah? Allah is the one that we worship alone, the one that we love more than anything. And He is the one that is, when we look at Him, we can't look at Him, but when we look at the creation of Allah, we think, how amazing is Allah, how big and powerful and strong is Allah. And And that increases us in tawheed for Allah, because nobody else can do that. Only Allah can do the creation and all of these things. And we're going to talk more about creation tomorrow when we look at Rabb. But on this side here, why is Allah's name so important? Because we need Allah's help to help us do more good deeds. We need Allah to know who Allah is and have tawheed in Allah so that He can help us. And we need Allah so that we can be protected from being bad people, from not having taqwa, and also from shaitan and his friends, like you said.
Like his best one friend.
Yeah, right. Tomorrow we're going to look at the name of Allah Ar-Rabb. Can you say Ar-Rabb?
Ar-Rabb.
هذا والله أعلم وصلى اللهم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Good boys.